Lions TV, this is your post-match analysis video for yesterday's 1-1 draw against Middlesbrough at the Riverside Stadium. On reflection, a good point, one you definitely would have taken before the game. Yes, it was disappointing to concede late on, but I've come away from there an happy man because the penny seems to have finally dropped with the gaffer and the formation changed. Let's start out by taking a look at the 11 that he picked to start the match. Now listen, I don't want to blow my own trumpet, but unfortunately, I'm fucking gonna. Neil Harris not only picked pretty much the exact team that I said he should start, barring one player, which was Murray Wallace instead of Shane Ferguson, he actually changed the formation. And, well, look, I'm going to show you. Thanks to Bobby McKenzie on Facebook for making this little creation for me. But yeah, there you go. Now, that's the team that I said Neil Harris should pick. That is the team he did pick. Does the gaffer watch Lions TV? Not for me to say, but if we do survive this season, you can all thank me later. Let's get back to the starting 11, and I'm going to say something very quick about each player, and then I'll delve a little bit further into that. It was Jordan Archer in goal, absolute Jekyll and Hyde. Marlon Romeo at right back, cannot defend. Jake Cooper with Sean Hutchinson alongside him were back to near their best. Murray Wallace at left back played well actually. Ben Thompson was absolutely class. Sean Williams showed exactly why we've missed him out of the team. Ryan Leonard, a little bit vanilla. Jed Wallace was back to near his best. Ben Marshall, it was great to have him back. And up front, Lee Gregory, I've just written down the word machine, because the man's a machine and we'd be absolutely lost without him. So let's start out with Jordan Archer. Jordan Archer is... got to be careful what I say here. Jordan Archer has made 2 saves yesterday, 2 good saves, 1 very good save the second half. The one in the first half, the header that he's tipped over the bar from point blank where the header's gone across him, he's got no right to be saving that. It's a fantastic save. And he makes saves sometimes, and I think that's one of the best saves I've ever seen. But Jordan Archer is like being married to a nutcase, and when you get home at night, you don't know what sort of mood they're going to be in, because he's then gone and proceeded to drop around 7 crosses, bread and butter. And we got away with it. And he's just, I'll end that ball by the time I'm 40 if he continues to play in goal for our football club. Marlon Romeo, you know, it might seem like I'm digging him out, but he was absolutely horrendous yesterday. And everyone there could see it. He was flying into tackles. You know, I say to the 11-year-olds that I train, the right and the left back, one of them's my boy, don't go flying in. You ain't always got to go flying. If you ain't going to get there, just shepherd him out wide. You ain't always got to win the ball. Marlon Romeo was swiping for tackles, missing them. Looked just horrendous, truly horrendous. And we need a right back. Conor McLaughlin absolutely deserves his chance in the team when he's fit. And if I was him, I'd be banging the manager's door down. Ben Thompson, he had a shaky first 5 or 10, and then once he got back into it, my God, what a transformation in a player. Ben Thompson, I don't remember him being as attacking as he was. I thought Leonard would be the more attacking of the 3. But it turns out Ben Thompson was getting forward at every opportunity. He was winning balls high up the pitch. He was winning free kicks on the edge of their box. And then his passing has really improved, because that was the thing that used to really let him down. He released Jed in the second half. A great little lofty ball over the top, which Jed hit wide because his legs were gone. But Thompson is absolutely a man reborn, and I'm excited to see where he goes from here. On the flip side of that, I'm just going to veer off Thompson for a minute. I'm going to talk about why he's so much better than Ryan Tunnicliffe. You just know he's out there, and this is a bit busy, but I'm going to tell you the truth. Last week, because I'm off work at the minute, I watched the Blackburn game back, because I just can't have people saying that Ryan Tunnicliffe's this magical missing cog that just, that does so well for us. I was going to watch the whole game back. I had to turn it off after 45 minutes because it's so bad, and I just watched Tunnicliffe. In the game against Blackburn, in the first 45 minutes, Ryan Tunnicliffe made 18 passes. He completed 15 of them, right? So he's not done a lot wrong. Key passes, 0. Passes over a greater distance than 5 yards, 1. He's just getting the ball and he's giving it there. He's getting it here and he's giving it there. And I've just had my bowels removed. I'm 17 stone and 39 years old nearly. And I could do that. I could go, all right, mate, yeah, bang, you have it there, 2 yards. And I think Ben Thompson showed exactly yesterday what we've been missing. Not only that, the midfield 3 it just worked. In that midfield 3, you had every element you needed. You had Leonard who could bomb on because he didn't have to sit. There was 2 sitting. Thompson was not only getting forward but winning balls, and then you got Williams for the passing range. It was a perfect combination of the 3, and the new formation just absolutely works, and he absolutely has to stick with it. Jed Wallace was fantastic yesterday, and I think partly that could maybe be because now Ben Marshall's back at the club, a little bit of pressure's been taken off Jed, and he can relax a bit more, and he was absolutely fantastic yesterday, Jed. It worried me a bit because Middlesbrough have already tried to buy him once, but he was absolutely brilliant. Great run for the goal. He was just part of everything going forward, and he was confident, and he had one of them days where everything he did come off and for some reason he can run twice as fast as any other human being on the planet for some reason. I don't know why that is. And then Marshall, it's going to take him time to get back used to playing in the side. You know, we was away from home, obviously, and he's just class. You know, I don't know what was going on at Norwich, but he's not a bad player. He's a brilliant footballer, and it was great to have him back. Great to see him have a good reception from our fans as well when he got substituted. But the first half, yeah, we dominated it. Boro, you know, as good as we were, Boro were equally as bad. Nothing they did came off. They kept giving the ball away, but we didn't look in danger. We looked so compact, you know, with that three, and then the back four looked a lot more protected and sure of itself. And when we went forward, you know, we attacked with intent, with excitement, with pace, and with confidence. And I mean, you know, as Harris rightly said, we could have been out of sight by half time. The goal we scored is typical Lee Gregory, chasing down lost causes. Basically, the entire of our team were in the box, other than Lee Gregory, who's chased down Jules Saville and nicked the ball off him, and then all that was left was the two centre-backs. Gregor's then run about 50 yards, run at the centre-backs, and Jeb Wallace has just come flying past him like the road runner. First touch, bit dodgy on his left foot. I didn't think he was going to finish it. He finishes it, and then we go in at half time, and then when we come out for the second half, this is the thing now that people need to realise again. You know, did we sit back? You're playing a team that are fifth in the table, spent a lot of money in front of 20-odd thousand fans, playing against a team that are just outside the relegation zone. Pulis and his baseball cap are going to get into the players at half time. He's going to try and roll them up, and they're going to come at you in the second half. It's as simple as that. You can't be on the attack for 90 minutes. We're not that good. We're not Barcelona. And then they pull a £15 million signing off the bench in Brita Sombalomba. And it's like Henry rightly said in the fan cam after the game, you know, Neil Harris isn't using this as an excuse. It's a valid point when he points out things like that. This is what we are up against in this division. And for me again yesterday, and a lot of people slagging the manager off. The majority of the people slagging him off obviously probably wasn't there because there was only 400 of us. Well done to the fans that did travel yesterday on a freezing cold Saturday in January. It was a long old trip, and we sang very well as well, by the way. Personally, I've come away from there yesterday a very happy man, despite their late equaliser, which was a Stonewall penalty, and it wasn't Steve Morrison's greatest moment in a Millwall shirt. And the reason I've come away from there as a very happy man is, as I've said, you know, the penny may have finally dropped with Harris and this 4-5-1 or 4-3-3, whatever you want to call it now, absolutely is the next step in the success and progression of Millwall Football Club. The only one mistake for me the gaffer made yesterday was with his substitutions. He brought on Fergie and he brought on AOB for Marshall and Jed before he brought on, well, he should have brought on Fred, unplayable when you're dimmer. The reason Fred's unplayable is we don't bring him on a pitch, so how could you possibly play against him? The game was crying out for Fred, I felt. Middlesbrough, you know, they're not really a young, exciting, quick team, and they definitely won't go up, by the way. There's no way. They must be so boring to watch every week. Fred, with his pace and the formation he was playing, just could have come on and just taken on, gone like for like with Jed. Instead, we brought Fergie on, who's more defensive, and AOB, who's got no pace. So, for me, Fred should have come on, especially with tight legs towards the end, and maybe, you know, we could have hit him on the break. But as it stands, I'm happy with that point. It's another point, and as I said it before, and I say it again, if the season finished tomorrow, we'd all go home happy. So that's your lot for this post-match analysis video. We now break away from the league for the FA Cup. Everton home on Saturday. Ben Thompson and Ben Marshall are both cup-tied, having played against each other when Norwich lost 1-0 home to Portsmouth in the third round. So it's going to be interesting to see what the gaffer does. I'll be about this week. There's going to be an FA Cup special, Lions Lounge, pre-match predictions. You know the drill by now. Please subscribe to Lions TV. Come on, you Lions.